Derek, there was a delay to kick-off because of VAR today. Do you wish it hadn't restarted and was involved?
Listen, obviously that's no far from perfect, but I think sometimes you get the benefit of VAR decision because it arrives at the right decision. But I do feel it's had a huge impact on the result today. I think Corey has made a good tackle. Unless somebody's seen an angle that I haven't seen that maybe reinforces or validates the referee's decision to make that a red card from a yellow card. But for me, I'm in line with it. I thought Corey won the ball. He gets a touch on the ball. I was disappointed at the time that the referee pulled him back and booked him, because obviously that's then get two defenders on yellow cards at that stage, and you're thinking about that. But as soon as I seen him getting called over to have a look at the monitor, you were already getting Robbie D's ready, because there's just an inevitability about it. And having watched the angles that I've seen, like I say, unless there was an angle that maybe shows that the referee was justifying it, I just don't get it, because he was 3 yards from the instant the referee, he's in a perfect position, he sees Corey toe pokes the ball. It's not high, it's not a stamp, there's no real speed, there's no intention to hurt the boy. He's won a tackle. It's not Corey's fault that Tavares' leg is where it is, but he's won the ball. So VAR needs to remember and remind itself, referees need to remind itself why VAR was brought in. It was to get involved on the serious instance, the major instance in games. But again, another instance today of the game being re-refereed. The referee's in a really good position and he shouldn't have been called over. Listen, Nick Walsh is in VAR. Nick Walsh is the best, or one of the best referees in the country. I would rather he was on a pitch rather than sitting in a VAR room. And if Nick's seen an angle of that makes that look more than it is, then I might be wrong. But from what I've seen, and I'm glad I've seen different angles out there before I went to press and spoke to you guys, but I still don't think it's a yellow card.
Ruining the game, VAR?
I don't know about that. I was a big advocate for it, and I still think that I just don't think we're utilising it right. I think VAR's there to assist, as in the title, and I still think that we've got to run with it and go with it. But the whole nonsense at the start, delaying the kick-off and the like, we're still not great at utilising it to its maximum, and until we are, it's still going to cause a lot of frustration to people up and down the country. Maybe
because that wasn't a clear and obvious error, and that's what they say, they only get involved when it's clear and obvious.
Yeah, or if the referee's not seen like a violent conduct or endangering the opponent. There's none of that there. There's none of it. There's no speed. It's not as if he's high. It's not as if there's a real follow through to hurt the boy. It's a poor decision. And listen, it doesn't guarantee you still go and win the game. Hibs had got a lifeline with Newell's goal. It was an unbelievable strike, and it came from nowhere really, because I thought the pressure was on them. We were in charge of the game. We didn't need to be brilliant setting up, but we wanted to try to do what we were doing towards the last 25 minutes of the first half really, and getting after them. We looked a threat on the counter, made a couple of chances we could maybe have done better with. But it's, Newell's gave them a lift, but the bigger lift came from the decision.
Overall, the performance of the team, what was your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was slow to get going. I thought we were a wee bit unsure with the press at times. McInnes, a striker, dropped all the way in at times, which gave them an overload, and we were a wee bit unsure where to go in with. But once we sorted that out after 15-20 minutes, I thought we were very good in the game. I thought we had a lot of pressure. I think the set-up of the team was right. We wanted they leave a bit of space on the sides. Hibs were attacking. The front four effectively playing that last line. So there's a threat in behind, but what they do, if you can win the ball a lot of times, there's space in front of their full-backs. So we wanted to go with two wingers, and Danny and Matty. And I thought we got the benefit of that at times. And we scored, as I say, a couple of good goals, and I thought we were good value for getting in at half-time, but we expected Hibs to have a response. But 2-0 up at home, you would expect to win the game. But like I say, I think once we went down to 10 men, it all got a bit chaotic. Just to make a change to try and help us hold on to a 2-1 lead when they scored, and made me think differently, because obviously then it's did we go too negative too soon, but we wanted to try and maybe still win the game at that point, and we had 1 or 2 opportunities on the counter. But I've got to commend the players' efforts for digging deep, making sure we got something for a game that we deserved to get something for.
You didn't manage to get new signing James Balagizi onto the park. You get any other business to do? And I know that Jack Sanders moved on as well.
Yeah, Jack has been pretty frustrated that he's not had a lot of game time, and obviously I've been really pleased with how we've been defensively. Jack had options to go play his football in different countries. He had a chance to go to England, he had a chance to go to Ireland. There was deals there for him to go and do. It was another option in the Championship, but he wanted to take the Ayr option. He wanted to go out and play regular football, and I understand the frustration of some players who don't have that game time. So we felt we were in a position to maybe allow that one to happen. Jack was keen to take up that opportunity, but just like the thing, we've got Corey now suspended, and Robbie Dees is away to hospital with a suspected facial injury. So I've liked having 3 right-sided centre-backs, 3 left-sided centre-backs effectively. I know Corey's played left-back and wing-back for me. But by and large, other than Joe missing a few games, we've not really had too many injuries, so it's been a bit frustrated for Big Jack. So I understand the need for him to go and play. He's out of contract at the end of the season, so we've allowed him to take up that opportunity.